the East in the NBA Finals, a sentence I didn't think I was going to say before the season, before these playoffs. Hell, even before last round, I thought it was going to be Cavs versus Celtics. They were the juggernauts all year, but instead, they both get knocked off by these two teams looking to make it back to the NBA Finals for the first time in over 25 years for both of these teams. It has been a really long time, and one of them is going to get to that point. I'm really excited about this. Again, it's not the matchup I think anybody was expecting, but it's one that's going to continue to deliver on the theme of these playoffs, and that's just ridiculous basketball. Both these teams have had some of the most absurd playoff games I've ever seen throughout these runs. They played each other in the playoffs last year in a series that went to 7 games. There is so much to think about, to break down, to talk about with this matchup, so I want to go ahead and get into it. And of course, at the end, I'll give you my prediction for who ultimately wins this and goes on to the NBA Finals to either face the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Oklahoma City Thunder, or the Denver Nuggets. That series still going on, Game 7 on Sunday. So let's go ahead and first talk about how we got here. The Pacers took out the Bucks and the Cavs each in 5 games, and they've looked like the most consistent team in the playoffs so far. There have been no real hiccups. There's, one loss in each of those series, but outside of that, they've been perfectly fine. Now, the Bucks did end up dealing with a Dame injury, and the Cavs were battered with a couple injuries to a few different guys, but even when everybody was out there in the court, even when, it's like, oh, maybe they're still going to be able to take this game despite being injured, both the Bucks and the Cavaliers, the Pacers just surged back. They've looked like an absolute buzzsaw for almost every single second of their playoff run so far. Meanwhile, for the Knicks, they took down the Pistons and Celtics each in 6 games and had to overcome some deficits along the way. They were down 20 points multiple times in that Celtics series and still managed to come ahead with a win. And people are going to talk about, the Jason Tatum injury, and maybe the Celtics come back from down 3-1 with Tatum not hurt, but they took that 3-1 lead before the Tatum injury, and a lot of people are saying they were going to lose in 5 games, 4 games, 6 games was my ultimate prediction, and they proved everybody very, very wrong. Both these teams have done exactly that, and with the Knicks, they just continue to find ways to get it done, whether it's clutch plays from Mikal Bridges or end-of-game clutch player of the year level heroics from Jalen Brunson or Karl Anthony Towns or a multitude of guys. Both these teams have absolutely earned their spots here, regardless of what some people might say. If we take a look at the season series, the Knicks won 2 out of their 3 games, one back in October and one in February. Both those